So welcome to the fourth reflection from the ministers of the churches together here in North Baddesley. Today is Maundy Thursday, and this brings perhaps the most sacred and important few days into the Christian calendar. We continue our story through the Gospel of St. Matthew, and today I am going to read to you from Matthew 27. Chapters 11 to 26. Pilate questions Jesus. Now Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus said, "You say so." But when he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he did not answer. Then Pilate said to him, "Do you not hear how many accusations they make against you?" But he gave him no answer, not even a single charge, so that the governor was greatly amazed. Now at the festival, the governor was accustomed to release a prisoner for the crowd, anyone that they wanted. At that time, they had a notorious prisoner called Jesus Barabbas. So after they'd gathered, Pilate said to them, "Whom do you want me to release for you? Jesus Barabbas, or Jesus who is called the Messiah?" For he realized that it was out of jealousy that they had handed him over. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, "Have nothing to do with this innocent man, for today I have suffered a great deal because of a dream about him." Now the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowds to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus killed. The governor again said to them, "Which of the two do you want me to release for you?" And they said, "Barabbas." And Pilate said to him, "Then what should I do with Jesus, who is called the Messiah?" All of them said, "Let him be crucified." Then he asked, "Why? What evil has he done?" But they shouted all the more, "Let him be crucified." So when Pilate saw that he could do nothing, but rather that a riot was beginning, he took some water and washed his hands before the crowd, saying, "I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourselves." Then the people as a whole answered, "His blood be on us and our children." And so he released Barabbas for them, and after flogging Jesus, he handed him over to be crucified. The Jews know that they have neither any real evidence against Jesus, nor do they have any authority. So they bring Jesus before the governor, Pilate. Pilate has the authority, but it appears he doesn't really have the will. He's not sure that Jesus deserves death, or any punishment, really, as in his eyes, he doesn't seem to have done anything wrong at all. Even his wife tells him not to condemn this man, as she has had a dream about his innocence. Pilate can see that the Jews are jealous and want rid of Jesus. But he himself is not a very strong man. So he looks to the crowd for help. "Whom shall I release?" he asks. "Barabbas," they reply, having been persuaded by the chief priests to ask for him. We can see that Pilate is conflicted, but he does not have courage. So taking a bowl of water, he washes his hands and allows the crowd and the chief priests to dictate Jesus' fate. Washing hands seems to be a bit of a theme this Lent, doesn't it? We all have our little bottles of sanitizer and our bars of soap at the ready. And if you're anything like me, you also have a tube of hand cream, as my hands are getting so dry and sore. But it's a small price to pay. It was Edmund Burke who said, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing." He wasn't writing about Pilate, but he might as well have been. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could have been quite as quiet as Jesus was. I think I would be vehemently arguing my innocence. But I do wonder if I might have done the same as Pilate. It's so difficult, isn't it, to stand up against the crowd? So difficult to say what you believe when others mock you or think you irrelevant or even denigrate you publicly. It's so hard to stand up for what you believe when others discount you as pointless or just plain wrong. And not just in our faith lives, but maybe sometimes too among our peers or colleagues. I wonder if you've ever washed your hands of a situation because you felt powerless to do anything about it, or found it too hard to hear about it. Poverty, our planet, peace in the world, politics, different kind of people, immigrants. As Christians, we need to be aware, and quite often we need to be uncomfortable as we take these big subjects and pray ourselves into them. Jesus never said that this Christian life would be easy, but what he does say, and what he will demonstrate tomorrow on that cross, is that he walks beside us as we trial through this earthly life, and that he loves every human being so much that he was willing to die for us. So continue to wash your hands. Keep us all safe. But don't wash your hands of those subjects you find hard to deal with. Maybe, just maybe, those are the ones that God knows only you can accomplish.